The Being Muslim class is an effort we started here in the southeastern Michigan area. It is focused on presenting the basics in a way that's meaningful, in a way that's easy to access, and can be studied on a person's own. And then so that translated into a class.
My name is Mustafa. I just graduated from the University of Michigan, and I founded United to Heal on campus. It is an interfaith humanitarian organization that collects and redistributes surplus medical supplies to hospitals in need around the world. My freshman year, I said to the Community Service Committee of the Muslim Student Association, I said, I have this idea. We're going to collect millions of dollars of medical supplies and send them, abroad. I think it's doable and we could do it on campus. And a few months later, we were able to send our first 40-foot container.
Mid-September, Jon Stewart made his big announcement that he had been publicizing for a couple weeks, and it was for ordinary people, ordinary Americans to get together and finally have an avenue to voice their opinions. And really it just clicked that us Muslims have to take advantage of this this opportunity to kind of come together and tell the story that hasn't been told in the media, and that's of how Muslims, non-Muslims, people of different faiths come together all the time to work together.
Different group of people that you typically run into Muslim, you find a demographic that still finding a comfort zone within the Muslim community.
Here we were, very different people, working very hard, sweating very hard to send these, hundreds of thousands of dollars of medical supplies to people whom we had never even met before. Shipping out our first container of medical supplies was extremely tiring, but it was also an incredibly inspirational moment.
I know I needed friends with talents and skills that could help me on this, and obviously the first thing that came to mind were my alumni friends and people that I had worked with in the MSA. When you come in a time of need and you know you need some creative people that'll help you pull together an event at last minute, that sounds exactly like our MSA. But I know that we can do that at any time when we need it. We have each other. When you think of how we're going to publicize, people to come and jump rope with us, it really was one of those dawah opportunities, and it reminded me of the years of, working dawah tables.
I've learned a lot of things and had a lot of great experiences in my MSA days in organizing things, staying active, sort of being able to think outside the box for certain things. And I do think that it has contributed to my ability to serve the community.
I think I'm inspired most of all by my Muslim faith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he says, to save one life is as if to save all of humanity.
Life as a student is a very special time, so I think everybody needs to invest in it. The students need to realize that they're in a special phase of their lives, and to try to get the most out of it that they can. Learn things, get out of your comfort zone, meet new people. These are all opportunities that become much harder later in life. And for the former students, the grads who moved on, to support the students.
I really think the main purpose of the Alumni Association has to be to support the students on campus, and there is so much that students, especially in Ann Arbor, are capable of doing if they had appropriate resources, and that comes with funding and support and networking, and really talents to help them do what they do best. So I really hope that we can form a support base for the students first and foremost. And obviously those students are going to become alumni as well, and so we want to make sure them transitioning into becoming alumni is as easy as possible.
I think this organization is a great example of what a few youth can accomplish. We're run only by students at the University of Michigan, and yet we are able to collect and redistribute these millions of dollars of medical supplies.
Never stop your involvement, because once you get out of the activism thing, you'll never go back.